Alright, hi everybody, it's me SkyBooTV here, and today I'm going to show you how I make my ponies in Ponytown. I think Ponytown is a really fun website to go on, and I think you can really explore your creativity in your pony. I think it's very important to express yourself with your pony, and also put a lot of effort and work into it. It really shows that you actually care and that you have time to do it and you just want to do it for fun. So the pony that you start out with is always going to be this one. It's very simple, very straightforward. Nothing really going on here. But now I'm going to show you how you can make your pony so much more interesting. The first thing you're going to want to do is allow custom outlines and don't darken outlines. This makes your pony a little bit more cleaner looking, and it also allows you to customize the outlines and make them however you like. So then I go to main and get rid of it in tail. The reason why I do this is because it just makes it so much easier to get a clean visual standpoint of what your pony looks like. It just makes it so much more easier for me. Then you can decide if you want your pony to be a unicorn, a pegasus, or an alicorn. For today's video, I'm going to make mine an alicorn so that way I can show y'all how I do my horn and wings. Because I think that's important too. So now what you're going to do is pick the color of your pony. So today, I'm going to make it blue because this is sky blue. It only makes sense. I'm going to choose a very lightest blue color. Then what you're going to do, if you don't have to do this step, but I would recommend it, is just copy and paste the code to the other side so that way the lines match. I do this because it just makes it so much more cleaner looking, and it just lets everything flow together just so much more better. For MacBooks, all you have to do is do Command C to copy and Command V to paste. For Microsoft computers, all you have to do is get 2 fingers and click. And then all you have to do is copy and paste. It's that simple. It also works for MacBooks too, but I usually do the Command C, Command V. It's much easier that way for me. Now, what I usually do is I click the rainbow option for the horn, because you want to add shading to the horn. You don't have to, but I like to do that because it makes the horn just that much better. Then what I do is I copy the first code and I delete all the rest. Just go ahead and delete all of that, and then make them all the same color. Probably wondering why am I doing this, but you'll see in just a second. This makes it so much more easier to add your gradient. All you have to do is slightly move the little circle down. Just slightly move it to add a gradient to the horn. You'll barely notice it, but this just adds so much more detail. Then all you have to do is unlock all of those and copy and paste everything over. This makes everything just so much more easier to do, and it saves you a bunch of time, and the horn looks amazing when you're finished. See, look at that. It's just so pretty that the shading is just, oh, so good. Now for the wings, I always like to choose the third option, the one with the most colors, because I just like how pretty it looks. And you're just going to basically do the same thing as you did for the horn. You're just going to delete everything that is what you don't need. And then you're just going to copy and paste this first code that you had up here. I was copying and pasting another code for some reason. All you're going to do is just copy and paste that code everywhere. Don't worry about the outlines just yet. And then all you're going to do is just do a slight gradient. Just move it very slightly. This just makes the rings look so much better. And then all you're going to do is just copy and paste it over to the other side to match. There is going to be another step in there, so just wait. So then as you can see, you cannot see the wings, and that's actually very important to see them. So all you're going to do is move your cursor very slightly down so that way you can see the wings on the pony. It just adds so much more, and you can actually see them. Alright, So for the ears, you can choose any ears you want depending on what you want the pony to be. If you want it to be like a fluffy-ish pony, you can choose these. If you want it to just, have like very pointy ears, there's so many options. I'm going to choose the fluffy ears because we're going to go for a fluffy pony today. I just love fluffy ponies. They look so cute. For the ears, it's basically the same thing. I know it's basically the same thing for everything, but this is how I do everything. It makes everything so much easier for me, and it just makes everything easier. Because the process is already really long, so just making everything so much easier is nice. I think this works a lot faster anyways. Now you can do this any way you want. I'm not gonna tell you how to do this. You can just do it however you want. They're just going to copy and paste it over. You don't have to copy and paste it. You can go through and find the color yourself if you don't want to do that. Because some people don't like doing that. But as you can see, now there's a gradient on the ears. Now we don't want it to be a dog, so we're not going to add paws to it. We want to leave it as hoofs. Now we're going on to mane. Mane is honestly the hardest part because this is what's going to tell you if it's a boy or a girl. So that's very important to your pony. So I'm going to make it a boy because I'm a boy, so I just think it makes sense. I like to choose this hair. You can choose any mane you want. It does not matter. And you don't have to choose that mane. And then all you're going to do is choose the rainbow option. This one is the one that I would suggest choosing because it actually adds a gradient going this way, which makes everything look a lot cleaner in my opinion. But you can choose any one you want. So basically, yeah, you don't have to listen to anything I'm saying. Go with whatever you want. You don't. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just talking so much. I need help. Anyways, so for the hair, you're gonna want to go for a complementary color for the pony, and what that means is that the color complements the blue. So you would not want to choose yellow, for example. Yellow would look awful with blue, and here's an example of that. Now you probably that doesn't look too bad. But just know, it's wrong on so many levels, so just don't choose yellow. The color that I would suggest the most for blue is pink. Pink looks absolutely perfect to blue. It's just so pretty, and I just love pink and blue together. They make great complementary colors. So there's my opinion. You can choose any color you want, like I said. Just make sure it's a complementary color. And if you don't know what complementary colors are, you can search it up. It's everywhere. So the gradient is going to go the other way around. Instead of going this way, it's going to go that way. So you're going to start with a very dark color at the beginning. This is so that way it looks like there's a shadow, which is very important to add shadows to your pony just to give it a little bit more depth to your character. I mean, look at that. That just looks beautiful. Love it, girl. Yes. And then you're just going to copy and paste. I know it's kind of repetitive at this point, but this is just very important to making your pony, making it really stand out from the crowd, and just making it very beautiful and just amazing. For a back mane, you do not have to choose a back mane if your pony does not need it. For this pony, what I would suggest, if we're going to make it a fluffy pony, you can add some fluff instead of a back mane because I don't need a back mane for this pony. The fluff that I would suggest for a fluffy pony is this one. Very simplistic, and all you have to do is go get the body color from earlier and just copy and paste it over there. Very easy, very simple, not very that hard to add fluff. So you're just going to copy and paste it. This makes it look like there is some fluff there. If you want to go for something more fluffy, there's more options here. So just click through and see what option you actually like for Fluff. For this one, I think I'm gonna go with that one to add some really great fluff to it. Alright. Now since we have our fluff picked, we can finally go to the tail. The tail is very important too. It has to like go with the mane, you know what I'm saying? Like it has to fit well with the mane and everything like that. Let me let my dog out of my room. He's being so annoying. Go, Miles. Okay. So just choose your mane. I think the mane that I'm gonna choose is this one. So you're just gonna choose the rainbow option and kind of do a similar thing to what you did to the hair. Just unlock all of these. And I know this is a long process, but it all comes out to a great looking pony in the end, in my opinion. So just do the gradient very lightly, because you want the gradient to really look like it's going into each other. You don't want to go like bam like that. That just doesn't work, you know? Just go very light on the gradient. And then all you have to do is just copy and paste it to the other side, and it will be a really good tail. And yes, I do this every time I make a pony. It is a long process, but I think it's really worth it to give you that look that you're going for. I know that you've had the struggle of wanting to do a pony, but every time you do one, it just doesn't really turn out like you wanted it. But this is just a great way to get it to turn out like you wanted it to. Alright, now we're going to move on to face. Face is really important as well. This is where you can choose the color of your eyes. It's also very important to choose a complementary color. We're going to choose a very dark blue. And I think that really complements everything. For the eyes, it really depends on what you want the pony. If you want the pony to look very cute and shy like that, it looks really great. Alright, guys, I am back. Sorry about that. Now let me go back to where I was leaving off. So if you want the pony to look really shy and cute, then I would choose these eyes. I think they look so adorable and so cute, so I'm gonna choose those. You can change the eyelash color. I usually don't, but you can. Now here is the muzzle. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna unlock this and make it darker. That's basically it. I don't really do much for the muzzles, but you can do whatever you want if you have any other options. Now here comes the face. So if you want to do something like crazy with the face or do something just different, so you can just choose an option that you want. When I usually want to do something to a face, I would usually choose this option right about here. And all you gotta do is just do the same thing that I have been telling you to do. It's just copy and paste the same color all the way down. This is just really important to do because it just makes it so much easier. Then you can finally add what you want to add to the face. So if you want to add like little markings to it, then you can. Like maybe if you want to make a white streak on the face, is what we're gonna do today. So you're just gonna go to completely white, like so. Then you're going to go back to the muzzle and make that white as well. You can also change this to white and make it a little bit gray. And this just adds a little mark on the pony's face just to add something to it. I think it does add a little bit to the pony. And then all you're going to do is just do what I have been telling y'all. I mean, y'all should get this by now. It's just copy and paste everything over for everything to match. So that way nothing feels out of place. I just think it looks so much better. So yes, you can add like a little bit of white on the face. I think that looks so adorable. Now to add fur on the other side, you're gonna want to choose a little mustache. And then you're just gonna do what I've been telling y'all to do, is just copy and paste. I'm honestly getting tired of saying it. I won't do it already. God. Okay, anyways, let's just move on. Make it the same color. As you can see, it adds a little bit more fluff to this side and adds more fluff to the other side. And I just think it makes it so adorable. And you can choose from many mustaches, but I would suggest that one. It adds just enough fluff for me. And then you're gonna go to items. This is where you're gonna just add stuff to your pony to make it more unique in a way. So all you're gonna do is you can choose a hat. I usually don't choose a hat or anything for my ponies for the most part. But just for today, we're going to choose something so that way I can show you how I would do it if I did choose a hat. So we're going to go with the cowboy hat. Why not? I'm from Texas. It just makes sense. So we're just going to choose the rainbow hat. It's always important to choose the hardest option in my opinion. You're also going to want to choose a complementary color. So maybe like a purple. I think a purple hat would go so well with the pink hair. So just maybe like that kind of purple. Then you're just going to make everything else the same color. That way you have a better chance of doing it. And you're going to want to see if that actually looks good or not. You can choose a different hat if you want, if you don't like that. I personally don't like how that turned out, so we're just going to choose a different hat. Yeah, see, I don't think the cowboy hat really fits. But, do I really need a hat, though? You know what I'm saying? We're going to choose this hat instead. I feel like that's a little bit better, in my opinion, for this pony. I'm going to get rid of the hat afterwards, but I just want to show you how I would do it. So I choose this hat because you can do a gradient. It's very important to do gradients on anything that you can. It just makes it so much better. You're just going to do a little gradient on it. It doesn't matter how... It doesn't really matter if you go from light to dark or dark to light. It's just your preference, really. So I always like to go for light to dark. It just makes it easier. So there's your little hat, and then you can obviously make the outlines match. So this is how I would do the hat. I am back. So now I'm just going to continue to do what I was doing. It was just copying and pasting like you normally would. Very important step. So that's how I would usually do a hat. Now I'm not going to leave this hat on, but I just did it to show y'all. Now, there is some, like, stuff that you can add to your pony, like a flower crown, some earrings, a flower, just a headset, a couple things that you can add. You can add glasses if your pony's like a nerd or something, or like an eye patch, it's a pirate, or some sunglasses if it's cool. I'm going to add some glasses today because I just love glasses. I usually don't change anything to the glasses. I usually leave them the same, but you can change them if you want. A scarf. If you want to add a scarf, you can. I don't know if I will add one. It would look super cute, so I think we're going to add a one scarf. I usually choose this option or like the most complicated option. Remember, choose a color that is, an actual good color to go with blue. Let's go with mint green. I think a minty green like this would look really good along with the blue. And just do the same thing as I've been telling you. Just make everything the same color. Make sure, the mint green actually does complement the blue. And slightly change the colors. Don't go too much because you still want that minty green to be there. And voila. Now for this one, I'm not going to make the lines match. And that's because you still want to be able to tell that this is a scarf. Now, usually I would choose this option for a scarf, and I think I might just leave it that way because I actually like that scarf better. And this minty green color does actually go well with the blue pony. Maybe a different color, but I think the green fits it, and it adds like just a pop of color that just wasn't there before. It adds something. It just adds something that is just needs to be there. I don't know what I'm even saying half the time. Now let's go on to legs. This one is optional, but adding legs with a gradient on it is actually just essential for me. It just adds something to the pony to make it stand out. All you gotta do is just copy and paste the same color all the way down. Just all the way down. It's very important just to do this. And then all you're going to do is go to the third one down and slightly change the color. This will just add a slight gradient to the pony. I think it's very important to do this slight gradient to the pony just because it adds something to it. And then you're just going to do what I've been telling y'all to do is just make the outlines match. This is why I always opt for the custom outlines, because you can make everything just fit so perfectly. And I honestly just love it. It makes the pony just so much more like elegant looking in a way. So as you can see, the gradient just looks so great on the pony. Everything just fits together so well. And it's fluffy, it's beautiful, and I just love the pony. As for the chest, you do not have to add anything, and I won't. There's no right or wrong way to, you can add something to the back, you can add like a sword or something to the waist, I'm not. And here is where you can do your little stuffed animal that goes on the top of the head. But this is the pony that we've been working on, y'all. I think it turned out pretty great. Leave a like on this video, leave a comment if you want to see more videos like this, and stuff like that. You can actually give it a name now. It was an example before, but let's give it a name. Let's just search up guy names. Let's name it William. I like that name. Let's name it William. So his name is William, and I think he turned out amazing. And if you see me in Ponytown, you know, give me a hi. You know, just say hi. I'll say hi back. The pony that I'll usually be playing as is Sky Blue TV. This is what he looks like. I'll usually be playing as him. So if you want to see me in Ponytown, come up to me. I will definitely say hi. As you can see, I have a lot of ponies because I've been playing Ponytown for like ever. Where did he go? William. Did I not save him? Oh shit. Now, don't do what I just did and not save the pony. That's a very essential step that I forgot. Oh man, it disappeared. So, as you can see, I accidentally forgot to save the pony, and that's one very important step to actually save the pony. When you're done, you just have to click save, and it will save it. Or you can save and play, and go to the server, and it will save it. I'm very sorry I did not save it. I'm a bad example, and you should not be doing what I just did. And I worked so hard on that pony for absolutely no reason now. But oh well, it's okay. I don't really need the pony anyways. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll see you on